Hey guys, Ash Lane here. Today we're going to be discussing Clash Royale and how to build a balanced deck. Now, I know not all of you can play Clash Royale yet, but you can actually do so if you have a Canadian Apple ID. So you can either do that, or you can come back and visit when it is international. So today we're going to be taking a look at my deck, and we're going to be talking a little bit about it, why it's a balanced deck, and how you can build one like it. Now, the two most important cards in the game, in my opinion, are the Knight and the Skeleton. A Knight is so powerful, and his 3 elixir cost is relatively cheap in terms of what he can do. He's tanky, he's a great defender, he's a good distractor, the best all-around unit in the game, and the Skeleton is the only one-space unit that you can actually use as a distractor or a ground unit. So versatile, and it's a good counter to a lot of cards. Now, every deck should also have at least 2, preferably 3, air targeting troops. I have the Spear Goblins, the Archers, and the Musketeers, all which are very versatile units that we're going to go ahead and use to help defend the base and also back up and rally around my attacking units. And then moving on to the attacking units, we have the Giant, the Goblin Barrel, and the Balloon. Now, you might not have Goblin Barrels and Balloons just yet, but you can still make a trio or a combo of a good offensive tag team cards. So the Mini P.E.K.K.A is a good offensive unit. Let's see what else we can think of. The Witch is a good offensive unit. The Prince is certainly a good offensive unit. Skeleton Army is an excellent offensive unit. Obviously, the Hogs are great offensively, and of course the Giants and Balloons that I'm using. So this deck is a really nice, well-rounded deck. You can also use the Baby Dragon, now that I think of it, as an offensive unit, and there's certain combos that are lethal offensively. You'll discover a lot of these on your own, and you can go ahead and check out my channel. I'll be covering certain combinations in the future. Now, these spells, the arrows, the fireballs, the lightning spell, and the zap spell, you can use those as well, and if you want to use those, a good idea is to substitute those. You can also use a rocket, and you can substitute those for one of your offensive combinations. It's just really important to have those fundamentals. The Knight, the Skeleton. A lot of people aren't as big a fan of the Skeleton as I am, but I'll tell you, I think it's the secret to Clash Royale. And we're going to go ahead and watch my last replay, and we're just going to concentrate on defensive mostly, but primarily just how I'm using this deck and how I'm using each card individually for its own purpose. Now, I made a few mistakes that we'll talk about in this round. So you can see the opposition here starts out with a Giant Skeleton. So Giant Skeletons are really easy to handle, guys. You can use these mini skeletons to distract it. So look at that. That Giant Skeleton is spending all his time targeting my 1 elixir cost skeletons, while the Musketeer totally drills into the Balloon and the Giant Skeleton. Now, at this point, I'm at a small advantage in terms of elixir, so I'm going to go ahead and capitalize that and mount an offensive attack using a Giant and a Balloon on the right-hand lane there. That's a really lethal attack there, and I'm going to back it up with some Spear Goblins. So that tower will be down on the opponent. Now look at the Prince and all the skeletons coming in. I can distract them with 1 Knight. Let's pause for a second here and look at that. The Knight and the Skeleton Army, almost all of it, goes towards the center of the board where my other defending tower can help take them down. And I just really saved that tower by using that 1 Knight and a couple archers to finish off the Prince. Now you can see I have 1 tower down, and at this point, he uses a skeleton barrel, so I don't waste any troops defending that tower. At that point, it would just be a waste of troops. So you give them the tower, and now I have the elixir advantage again. So here comes another Giant Skeleton. We're going to do some work on this Giant Skeleton, but first, let's go ahead and execute another combination move on the left-hand lane. So I have the Giant and the Balloon, and now watch what I do with this Giant Skeleton. I'm going to use my skeletons again to distract them, and just when there's 1 skeleton left, I drop some Spear Goblins. Now the Spear Goblins are going to cause him to get even more distracted, and look at this big giant cost of elixir is totally wasted. Now look at that Prince coming down. I have to distract the Prince, so I drop some archers. That was a mistake. I should have dropped a Knight there because the Knight is a better defender versus the Prince. So I'm going to use the Knight as soon as I have the 3 elixir left, and at this point, point, I'm looking at a balloon and a dragon. So I drop a musketeer. A musketeer is a really versatile card. She can be used on defense as well as offense. And look at where I placed her. That's a great spot to place a defending unit there, right between both towers, because they can simultaneously defend both towers at the same time. Now we're tied up. He uses another giant skeleton. Instead, I'm going to focus on his king's tower there, using a giant balloon combination. In the meantime, I'm going to drop all the rest of my cards on the bottom of my map, defending my king tower, and there it is. I got the 3-star against him in a close match. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have a better idea of how to defend, how to use troops in combinations, and where to place them on the map. All important nuances of the game. And hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and as always, take care. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Just a few ways you can help the channel out. Number 1, like. Number 2, subscribe. Number 3, comment. Tell me what you think of the video. I really appreciate it, guys, and it really helps me out a lot. Also, you can find me on social media. I'm active every day on Twitter at Clash_with_Ash, and on Bindle chat group #ClashWithAsh. And as always, you can find me on my website at www.clashwithash.com. Thanks, guys.